This is the best piece of financial advice you will ever hear. It doesn't involve complicated trading strategies or lottery tickets. It involves a simple shift in your psychology. When you start out, you worry that you will never have enough money. You look at the millions required to buy your freedom and you feel paralyzed. But the advice is this: do not worry about earning millions. Instead, put all of your obsessive focus into the first $100,000, because after that, your net worth will go crazy. Why is the first 100,000 the hardest mountain to climb? There are two brutal realities you have to face. The first one is your earning power. Think of your career like your level in a video game. When you are young, you are a level 1 player. You haven't been playing long enough to build up your skills. Therefore, you cannot compete with the more experienced players for the highest loot. This issue is actually getting worse for the younger generation. The buying power of $1 today is a fraction of what it was decades ago. Older generations are staying in the workforce longer. High-paying, comfortable positions are heavily guarded gates. But the internet offers a bypass around these gates. You have the ability to build an online income stream that the older generation simply doesn't understand. The second reason the first 100,000 is so painful is the lack of compound interest. Think of your money like a snowball at the top of a hill. You roll it down by investing, and as it rolls, it picks up more snow. That extra snow is your compound interest. The bigger your snowball gets, the more snow it naturally collects without your effort. Sounds amazing, right? But here is the harsh truth. Right now, if you have less than $100,000, your snowball is microscopic. It isn't big enough to pick up any significant income. You essentially cannot feel the magic of compound interest yet. Let's look at the math. You invest $10,000 in an S&P 500 index fund. You get a historical average return of 7%. You wait 5 long, exhausting years. Your $10,000 has grown to $14,176. That is 5 whole years of waiting just to earn $4,000. That is why it is so mentally exhausting to reach the first 100,000. At this stage, your growth is almost entirely dependent on your own physical labor. It is about how much cash you can violently shovel into your investment pot. You have to do the heavy lifting yourself. You have to work 3 side hustles. You have to work weekends. You have to brutally resist the urge to spend your cash on vacations or designer clothes. It feels like a killer. It feels unfair. But once you hit that first 100,000, everything changes. Your net worth starts to go crazy because compound interest stops being a myth. It starts to become an unbelievable reality. If you invest $10,000 annually with a 7% return, going from 0 to 100,000 takes 7.84 years. But going from 100,000 to 200,000, that only takes 5.1 years. It takes nearly 3 years less to make your second 100 grand. That is 35% faster, and you didn't work any harder, and it gets even better. Going from 200 to 300,000 only takes 3.78 years. 300 to 400 takes exactly 3 years. 400 to $500,000 takes only 2.5 years. Look at how the timeline collapses. Look at how the chart goes vertical. But all of this magic only happens after the first 100,000. Shaving just a couple of years off that first milestone is the key to your freedom. If you can just push that heavy snowball to the edge of the cliff, gravity takes over. Wealth becomes almost inevitable. Imagine you save up exactly $100,000 and invest it. And then you never invest a single penny again. You completely forget the account exists. Without adding any more of your own money, you would still become a millionaire in 33 years. That is the silent, terrifying power of a large snowball. So how do you force your way to this tipping point? You need to follow the growth method. G stands for gain control of your finances. There is only one way to gain control, and it is the word you hate: budgeting. Budgeting isn't a prison designed to stop you from having fun. It is a map that navigates you toward your own freedom. You must ruthlessly understand the difference between your needs and your wants. R stands for route your investments. You must automate your money so it routes directly into the market before you can touch it. O stands for optimize your tax management. Tax avoidance is completely legal, and it is exactly what smart people do. If you build a side hustle around your passion, the system rewards you. You can deduct the cost of your equipment from your profits. The government essentially helps you pay for the tools you need to escape. W stands for weed out debts. Debt is the dark side of compound interest. If your investments are a snowball, your debt is a blazing hot sun beating down on it. If you have high interest debt, you are trying to build a snowman in a desert. You must attack it. List them out. Destroy the highest interest rates first. Make tiny snowflake payments if you have to, because every dollar stops the melting. Neglecting it will rot your financial foundation. T stands for tap into additional streams of income. You cannot cut your expenses to zero, but your earning potential is infinite. A side hustle diversifies your income and gives you more snow to pack onto your ball. H stands for heightened self-discipline. To execute all of this, you need a level of discipline that most people simply do not have. Discipline is the actual currency of success. The more discipline you mint today, the wealthier your future becomes. Reaching $100,000 will be the hardest thing you ever do. It will require sacrifices your friends will not understand. But when you cross that line, you will feel a shift in the universe. You will stop pushing the money, and the money will start pushing you.